Assalamu alaikum. I am Amiyo Bhattacharjee. I will take higher mathematics class of class New 12. Dear students, I hope all of you will cooperate. Thank you very much. You all are required to take out copy, calculator, book and pen. So let's start exercise 10.1. Today, exercise 10.1, it is the last class today of this exercise. Thank you very much. Now, we will write down the most important math. Prove that the variance means what? Variance means what? Sigma square. The variance sigma square of first n natural numbers, NOS numbers, is equal to n square minus 1 by 12. This is the most important proof for this chapter 10. It is given in the exam always. So my dear students, you all just cooperate. Okay. Okay. That's good. Why do we know the variance? Write down proof. What do we know about the variance? Write down the variance, comma, sigma square is equal to, what is the formula? We know the formula, summation xi by n whole square minus summation xi square by n minus summation xi by n whole square. We know the formula of variance is like that. Okay, I think all of you have got it. Now you see here summation xi means what? Summation xi means, you know what? Summation xi means if I equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n like this, x1 plus x2 plus x3 up to xn, n terms, summation n terms. Okay, so you have got it. What is meant by sum of xi? Sum of xi means what? x1, x2, x3, x4 up to xn. Okay, up to xn. Then we get summation xi means what? We can write here 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus dot up to n. Why I have written n? Because you have to know that we have n here. Have you seen? N natural numbers. So what is the formula of this? Its formula that you read in class 9 and 10 exercise 13.2 general mathematics, that 1 2 3 4 up to n, its formula is what? Its formula is n into n plus 1 by 2. Okay, this is the formula. Okay, get it. You all are required to get this formula. Now, what is sum of xi square and sum of xi square? Sum of xi square. Okay, its formula is what? Xi square means what? It is x1 square, x2 square, x3 square, like this, xn square, in this way, right? That means we can write here 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, up to n square, up to n square. Dear students, can you remember what is its formula? What is its formula? Its formula is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. It is the formula. N into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. It is the formula. Therefore, we can write here sigma square, the variance. I have mentioned here the variance formula, sigma square. You can write, therefore, the variance, comma, sigma square is equal to, you put the value, summation of xi square. What is the value? Please pay attention. Here we have to put the value, summation xi square, summation xi square. You see, I am going to put the value n into n plus 1, okay, into 2n plus 1 by 6. But my dear students, you see there is n here, so this n will be put here. Okay, 6n, this is n here. Now it is minus, so minus means what? We get, again we get summation xi. What is summation xi? This is summation xi. You see, where is summation xi? This is summation xi. Summation xi equals to what? Summation xi equals to n into, write down, n into n plus 1 by 2. But you see, there is another n. Write down n. Okay, now it is whole square. It is whole square. I have just put the value of summation xi. Summation xi has been put here. What is summation xi? Summation xi is n into n plus 1 by 2. There is another n, this n. It is a square, this is a square. Now what is to do, you understand? Now it is, you have to calculate by cancelling n, by cancelling n. Okay, we can cancel this n. So what is left? We are left with, you see, n plus 1, 2n plus 1 by 6 minus, here it is n plus 1 whole square by 4. We are left with this. Okay, now we can write, you see, after that we can write, we can take common n plus 1 by 2. N plus 1 by 2 can be taken common. Have you seen? N plus 1 by 2 has been taken common. So what will we get? Here we will be left with 2n plus 1 by 3, right? And here we will be left with n plus 1 by 2. Is it? Now calculate n plus 1 by 2. Now get 6, 3 and 2 LCM 6, then 2 to the 4n, plus 2 minus 3n minus 3. Just I have calculated. Now we are left with n plus 1 by 2 into 4n minus 3n, n 2 minus 3 minus 1 by 6. That means we are getting n square minus 1 by 12. Therefore, sigma square equals to this variance. Sigma square equals to this. Now, if you were told to find the standard deviation equals to what? Sigma. That means you have to get it by square root. N square minus 1 by 12. Okay? That's your answer. The most important math, if you don't understand, you are required to let me know. Please let me know. Please let me know. Are you getting me? There is a math in your book that is question number 3 of 3. You see the math. Go to the math. Question number 3 of 3. Okay. Question number 3 of 3. Here it is told you have to prove that x bar root over n minus 1 greater than sigma, where x bar is the mean. What is x bar? X bar is mean and sigma is the standard deviation of n positive number. I am write down x bar is mean, and sigma is standard deviation of n positive numbers. Both very, very important math. All of you are required to pay attention here. Please pay attention. You all are required to pay attention here. Okay. Write down proof. What is x bar? Arithmetic mean x bar equals to what? Can you tell me please? For last 3 days I am showing you this. This is x bar. Is it? So from here we can write summation xi equals to, you write down summation xi is equal to n x bar. Okay, we know it. Yes, all of us know it, right? Please remember this. Again, we also know that is sigma square. What is sigma square? Sigma square equals to summation xi square by n minus summation xi by n whole square, right? From here we can also write that sigma square is equal to summation xi square by n. What is the value? X bar, you see, this is x bar, summation xi by n. You see here, summation xi by n equals to what? summation xi by n equals to x bar. So we can write here x bar square. Have you seen? X bar square. So this is equation 1. Okay, please pay attention. All of you are required to pay attention. Just let me know if you don't understand. If you don't understand, sorry. Please try to understand. Please try to understand. If you don't understand, please let me know. Dear students, what we know. Suppose 1 plus 2 square equals to what? Its value is 3, 9. Do you know this is greater than 1 square plus 2 square? And it is possible if and only if the data are positive. Okay, 1 and 2 are positive. You see 1 plus 2 equals to what? 3 square equals to what? 9. Then it is what? 1 plus 2, 4, 5. That is 9 greater than 5. Okay, similarly we can also write that 1 plus 2 plus 3 whole square greater than 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. Have you seen? This is what? 3 to the 5 plus 1, 6. 6 square. 6 square means what? 6 square means what? 6 square means here you are getting 36. 36 is greater than 3 is the 9 plus 4. 9 plus 4, 13 plus 1, 14. Okay, it is possible if and only if the data are positive. I told here n is positive. Have you seen? Is it? So whole square is greater than the sum of the squares, right? So on the basis of this we can write here. Now you write down, now summation xi whole square is greater than summation xi square. Am I right? Please see and compare this. You just compare. Okay, suppose xi means x1 x2 like this, x1 x2. That means here x1 plus x2 whole square is greater than x1 square plus x2 square, because there is 2x1 x2, right? But that 2x1 x2 has not been written. Okay, for this we can tell that this is greater than this. Okay, now here what is summation xi? You see summation xi, the value of summation xi is equals to what? Value of summation xi is equals to what? Nx bar. Have you seen? It is Nx bar. Write down Nx bar whole square is greater than summation xi square. Okay, I have written the value summation xi is equal to what? Nx bar. Nx bar. I have written summation xi as by Nx bar. Have you got it? Okay, then we can write here like this. N square, you write down n square x bar square. I have squared n square. Okay, n square, then x bar square greater than summation xi square. Okay, now we can divide all by n. We divide all by n. Nx bar whole is nx bar square greater than summation xi square by n. I have divided both the sides by n. You can give side note here. I have divided both the sides by n. Now, as per the requirement of the proof, there is n minus 1. N minus 1. Yes, we will get n minus 1 if x bar is subtracted from both the sides. That means n x bar whole square minus x bar whole square, x bar square is greater than summation xi square by n minus x bar square. What I have done actually, I have subtracted x bar square from both the sides, and what I have done, it is as per the requirement of the proof. It is as per the requirement of the proof. Now I can take common x bar square can be taken common. Okay, x bar square can be taken common, and we will be left like this. You see, x bar square has been taken common, and we are left with n minus 1 here. Now you see, please go to the equation 1. Go to the equation 1. Have you seen here what is written? Equation 1. The right hand side here and there the right hand side are same. X summation xi square by n minus x bar square. Have you seen? And it's equal to sigma square. So we can write here greater than sigma square. Okay, greater than sigma square. Now we can, by square rooting both the sides, we get x bar root over n minus 1 greater than sigma. So our math is done. You see, you were required to prove this. If you don't understand, please let me know. If you fail to understand, please let me know. Let's do some maths from the book, the most important maths to determine the variance and standard deviation. Okay, dear students, it is really very important for you. Always this math is given in the exam. Uh, 10.1, it is the last class today. So if you have any kind of question, you can ask me. Even after that, I am going to show you all types of math. Okay, all types of math are being done, and already I took 3 classes. This is the 4th class of this exercise. Okay, next day I will start probability. Okay, then next day means tomorrow. Okay, dear students, now I am going to do question number 1 of 8.1 exercise 10.1. You write down, you have to find variance and standard deviation. Variance equals to what? Standard deviation equals to what? So I am drawing the table. Please pay attention. All of you are required to draw a table. Okay, you go with me. Okay, this is what? This is in years. Age is given in years. This is Fi. Okay, and this is midpoint of class interval. That is xi. You see what I have written? Midpoint of class interval, that is xi. Okay, now you write down fi xi, then you write down fi xi square. I have written, okay. So what is given here? You are given here from 20 to 30. Write down 20 to 30, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, up to 70, 60 to 70 I have written. And frequencies are given as by 25, 40, 20, 25, 40, 20, 10, 5, 10 and 5. Okay, have you seen? 10 and 5. Okay, now we can write here what is n. What is n here? We can write what is n. N is here. Here n is. Here n is. N equals to what? We can calculate 15, 35, 75, 100. We are getting n as by 100. Now midpoint. What is midpoint? You all know what is midpoint. Here midpoint is 20, 30. That is 25. Yes, 25 midpoint. Here 35. Here 45. Here 55. And here it is 65. Now fi xi, you multiply fi into xi. 25, 25 equals to what? 625. Then 40 into 35, 435, 140, that is 1400. Then 45 to the 90, 45 to the 90, 900. This is 550, and this is what? 5, 320. Okay, now what will you do? You write down summation fi xi. This is the sum of fi xi. Write down sum of fi xi. Now can you calculate it, please? All of you are required to calculate. Please calculate. All of you are required to calculate. What is the result? 625 625 plus 1400 plus 900 plus 550, 325. Yes, we have got 3800. We have got as by 3800. Now what is fi xi square? That day I told you fi xi square means, you see, fi xi into xi into xi will make xi square. That means we have to multiply this and this, this and this, this and this. We have to multiply. So okay, 625 into 25, you multiply. 625 into 25, you multiply. 15625, 15625. Then 1400 into 35 is equal to 49,000. Then what? 900 into 45, 900 into 45, 40500. Okay, then 55 into 55, I can do it. 55 into 55, 30250, 30250. Then 325 into 65 is equal to 21125, 1 2 5 this. So this is called summation fi xi square is equal to, you calculate please, calculate it, plus 30250 plus 40500 plus 49,000 9,000 plus 15625 is equal to 156,500. Yes, 156,500. Now what is the formula to do this math? You please pay attention. We have to find sigma square. We know sigma square is equal to, you see the figure, summation fi xi square by n minus summation fi xi by n whole square. This is the formula. Okay, this is the formula variance. So here we are going to put the values 156,500, 156,500. What is n? N is here 100. Okay, minus 3,800 by 100. Now you calculate. You use the calculator. You see, this will be omitted, this will be omitted. So your calculation now has been very easy, and it is 1565 minus first bracket minus just 38 square is equal to what? 121. Yes, very good. Sigma square is 121. But we have to find also SD, that means standard deviation. So we are getting SD is equal to what? Sigma means what? A square root of 121, that is 11. Dear students, the math I have done every year. A math is given in the exam to determine the standard deviation and the variance. Okay, now it is your option that you will do or you won't do. It is up to you. Just write me if you fail anywhere to understand. I am going to see your comments. If there is anyone who didn't understand. Yes, Radia Khan has written 156500. Thank you very much. Many of you. Salute. Okay. I am highly pleased with you that many of you have written correct answer. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I am highly pleased. Someone has written understood, sir. That's good. Good. Very good. Thank you very much. I am highly pleased again and again. Okay. Now, why we are doing this standard deviation, why we are doing the math of mean deviation, why we are doing the math of variance. Okay, now how it is to be used in our real life, how it is calculated, where it is implied. Okay, now we are going to do a math of real life. Okay, please see. That's very important for your time, and it is given again and again in your too many exams. Suppose there are two cricketers. Okay, and now going to question number 7. Okay, there are two cricketers. Okay, 7. 2 A and B, and they have a scores of 6 T20 games. Okay, 6 T20 games, 6 matches and 2020 match. Okay, and their scores are given like this. You see the scores of A. You write down scores of A are given. In the first match he scored 5, in the second match 85, in the third match 95, then 50, then 50, then 0, then 40. This is the scores of first cricketer. Okay, now the scores of second cricketer. You see the scores of second cricketer, it is given as by in the book: 30, 45, 51, 30, 45, 51, 60, 35, 60, 35 and 50. Dear students, can you tell me which cricketer is comparatively better? It is my question to you. Which cricketer is comparatively better? Okay, let's see. What is the sum of their scores here of the cricketer A? Can you tell me? If we go for adding, it will be 90, 185, 90, 270, 275. It is 275. It is their score. Sum of the scores is 275, right? And here the sum of the scores here what? Here 5, 6, 5, 1 carries 1, 6, 9, 15, 20, 24, 27, 271. Now suppose you are the selector of the board, cricket board, then which player is to be selected? His scores is 275, his score is 271 in consecutive 6 T20 matches. Okay, now suppose you are the selector, you have to take one of these two. Who will be taken? Can you tell me please? I want to see your comment. I want to see your comment. Okay, I told you that there are some maths which are to be used in real life. Okay, I have not got okay, some of, I don't know, some of you have written A and some of you have written B. Why you have written A and why others have written B? Do you have any explanation? Yes, A has scored more than B, right? Is it? So yes, it is an obvious that A is to be selected. Is it or not? Yes. Uh, yes, A is to be selected, but we have to do the maths. Who can be selected? Okay, now we are going to do a math. Out of these two cricketers, who can be selected? Okay, let's see. I will give you explanation. Who will be selected? Okay, I am not telling you that A will be selected or B will be selected. After doing the math, I will explain who will be selected. Okay, you see the difference between their scores is 4. Okay, and A is advanced here, right? Now see what is to do, how to select them, why and what is the procedure that a selector of the cricket board. Okay, the selectors of the cricket board select a batsman. You see what is the procedure, how the math is implied in our real life. Okay, please see, pay attention. Okay, that's good. For A, you write down xi. This is xi. What is the scores? 5, 85, 95, 50, 0, 40. Good. Now you write down xi square. That is what? It will be 25. It will be what? 8 8 is 64. 64 plus 8 what? 72. 7225. 7225. Okay, 95. 9 9 is what? 81 plus 9, 90. 90 25. 90 25. Then it is 2500. It is 0 and it is 1600. Now please calculate it. You please calculate it. Calculate please. Summation xi. Summation xi equals to what? You add it. As I added at first 275. 275. Now it is summation xi square equals to what? Please calculate it. Calculate. Summation xi square. Just let me know. This is 1600, 25, 40, 100. First, last three 4100 plus 9025, then plus 7225 plus 25 equals to what? 20375. 20375. Okay, is it? Please pay attention. Now you find out here sigma square. Sigma square equals to what? Sigma square equals to summation xi square by n minus summation xi by n whole square. This is the formula, is equal to summation xi square by n, that is 20375 by 6 minus 275 by 6 whole square. Please use the calculator. I request you all to operate the calculator. 20375 divided by 6 is equal to minus first bracket 275 divided by 6, first bracket is closed, square is equal to 1295.129.889. Therefore, the standard deviation equals to sigma equals to, get it, its square root. Its square root will be 35.988. Please pay attention. I think you have got it. 35.98. Okay. Now I am going to determine the standard deviation of B. I am going to determine the standard deviation of B. Okay. Now B. Now for B, you see B xi. You write down xi 30, 45, 51, 60, 35, then 50. Okay, 30 xi square 900 2025 51 square. Actually I have to find 51 square 2601 3600 1225 2500. Now you calculate, please. You are required to calculate summation xi. You write down here summation xi equals to what? Here summation xi equals to what? As I told you, it is 271 that I found at first, 271. Now you please calculate all those and just let me know. You calculate 2601, it is written, plus 900 plus 2025 plus 3600 plus 1225 plus 2500. What? Just let me know. I am not getting your answer. My one is 12851. Perhaps you have also got 12851. 12851. Is it, please? Is it to you? Is it to you all? Okay. Now you find out sigma square equals to what? Formula summation xi square by n, as usual, summation xi by n whole square, that is 12851 by n equals to what? 6 innings. They have played 6 innings, right? Minus it is 271 by 6 whole square is equal to, please use the calculator, 12851 divided by 6 is equal to minus first bracket 271 divided by 6 whole square is equal to I have got 101.8055 then 556. Therefore standard deviation, that is sigma for B, is equal to a square root 10.089 10.0898. Now you let me know, this is A and this is B. Now you just let me know which one is to be selected and how to select it. Actually, what is standard deviation? You have to see. Standard deviation means the deviation from his average score is 10, but the batsman A has huge deviation. Okay, that means he doesn't have any consecutive good innings. Okay, that means his deviation is more, okay, than deviation B. If the deviation is very small, then it is the perfect one. Okay, if deviation is highest means what? Deviation is highest means what? You see, suppose 0, 50, 100, its deviation 50, its deviation what? 50. So it is in the highest manner, so it is not the accurate. Okay, so its deviation is small. Okay, as you have to write, as standard deviation of B, write down. You write down the answer as standard deviation of B is greater than standard deviation of A. So the cricketer B is better than A. Okay, because B has consequence but A doesn't have. A has a lot of variation. Have you seen? About 25 difference here. So somewhere he got a duck, okay, 0 run. Somewhere he got 80 runs, okay, but he doesn't have any consequence, okay. So what we will get? We will select the batsman B here, okay. Good, that's good. Now another math that is really used in practical life. You see question number 5.2. Another math, and perhaps this math is suitable for you. This math is suitable for you. 5.2, question number 2 of 5. You see question number 2 of 5. Okay. Here I think you have gone through the book. Okay, please read the question. Anyway, I am going to discuss the question today, though the time is up, but I will not take more time. Okay, thank you very much for being with me. Okay. Question number 5.2. You see the most important math. There are 10 subjects. Very good. 10 subjects. 10 subjects. Okay. What is meant by 10 subject? 10 subjects means, it means n equals to 10. N equals to 10. You please write down. And it is written that GPA, grade point average. GPA means what? X bar. Okay, X bar is given here as by 4.39. 4.39. Actually, what we get here? Perhaps we get, you please see the board. Perhaps we get X bar equals to what? Summation xi by n. Is it? Yes, it is. That means we get summation xi equals to n x bar. I am showing it for a long time. Okay, summation xi equals to what? N x bar. That's good. Actually, we are getting summation xi is equal to n equals to what? 10. And what is the GPA? GPA is 4.39. 4.39. That means the student has got in total 43.9 points. Okay, in your SSC, many of you got like this. Many of you, okay, like this. I am not telling exactly this. This type of calculation was held in your level. Pay attention. What is the total score? 43.9. Okay, is it? But the person who calculated, I repeat, the person who calculated this, okay, he mistook. What he mistook, he mistook when he copied, okay, when he input the data, okay, when he compiled the results, then he mistook. What is the mistake? The mistake is that when he tried to copy this data, when he tried to entry the data, then actual data would be 4.75 and 4.5 in two subjects. In two subjects, his points were 4.75 and 4.5. But he wrote 3.75 and 3.5. 3.75 and 3.5. Dear students, it's really very, very normal that sometimes the computer operator or the computer analyst, they mistake, right? It is 4.75. For 4 he wrote 3. It is 4.5. For 4 he wrote 3. Maybe, it may be or may not be, whatever it is, but we have to do the maths. Okay, that is what is going to be done. That is what the calculation is here. Actually this calculation was done here considering these 2 points, this and this. Okay, actually it would be this, but he wrote this. Okay, actually it would be in 2 subjects out of 10 subjects, in 2 subjects it would be this 4.50 and the other one is 4.75. Though in our level, in any subject there is no 4.75, okay, or there is no 4.5. We have in subject wise either 4 or 3.5 in this way or 3. But in CGPA you will have to face this, because in your time when you will sit for the exam, that means in your HSC level, you will have CGPA, then your point will be like this: 3.75, 3.5, 3.25, 3.00, 2.75, 2.50, 2.25, in this way. So this is the this matters. Okay, now then actual sum, actually now I can write, therefore the actual sum, you write down the actual sum would be what? It is 43.9 plus, by the way, suppose 1 2 3, okay, is it, or 1 to 5, suppose 1 to 5, what, 5 to 7 plus 1 8, okay. Actually he mistook here, okay. For 5 it would be actually 6, suppose it would be actually 6. Then what should be actual sum? What should be actual sum? You see, now 1 to 6 equals to what? 9. 1 to 6 equals to what? 9. That means this 8, you see, this 8 plus 6 minus this 5, it is 9. I want to tell you that this plus, it should be 4.75 plus 4.5. It would be minus what he took, 3.75 minus 3.5. Actually it is the actual sum. Total sum plus these two minus these two. I think you have got me. Have you? You see again, this is the sum, okay. It should be, I have written, but this was written by mistake, so that will be subtracted. As I have uploaded 2, okay, as well as I have subtracted those 2, right? Now you calculate. Now it is your turn to calculate. 43.9 plus 4.75 plus 4.5 minus 3.75 minus 3.5 equals to what? 45.9 equals to what? 45.9. It was the actual sum. Actual sum means what here? It is the formula summation xi. This is the new sum. Actually the students got 45.9. Now you have to find actual GPA. You write down, therefore, you write down now you write down, therefore actual GPA was, actual GPA x bar is equal to summation xi by n, that means 45.9. N equals to what? 10 subjects. That means we are getting 4.59. You understand? This is the actual GPA. Okay, very good score, right? Yes, it is really very good score if it is intermediate level, but for SSC level it is not a good score. Okay, anyway, we are not done yet. Again, we have to determine the standard deviation. Okay, actual standard deviation you have to determine. Okay, that's good. We are done up to this. Now we are going to second part of the question. We are going to second phase of the question. Second phase of the question. Here it is written standard deviation was given 0.5. It is given in this question, the same question, it is given that standard deviation is 0.5. Okay, then what we can write? Sigma equals to 0.5. That's good, not a matter. So sigma square equals to what? 0.25, right? Sigma square equals to what? 0.25. I have squared both the sides. Now, what is the formula of sigma square? What is the formula of sigma square? You see, summation xi square by n minus x bar square equals to what? 0.25. Perhaps you have got me. Perhaps you have got me. Now, we can write here like this. Summation xi square, what is n? N equals to 10. X bar was given in the book 4.39. 4.39 square equals to 0.25. Or we can write like this. Summation xi square is equal to, at a time I am going to write down, this will be taken to the right hand side. That means 0.25 plus 4.39 square. 4.39 square is equal to into 10 in 195.221. 195.221. We have got summation xi square. You see, please try to understand. Okay, I think you have got me, right? That's good. Now you write down actual summation xi square is equal to what? 195. You see, 195.221 plus. Okay, what was our math? 4.75 and 4.5. 4.75 square, 4.5 square. Okay, minus 3.75 square minus 3.5 square. Please calculate it. I request you all to calculate. Plus 4.75 square plus 4.5 square minus 3.75 square minus 3.5 square is equal to what? 211.721. 211.721. Okay, you see, please, and all of you are required to please calculate. I may be wrong. Therefore, sigma square equals to what? Someone has written 195.221. Yes, Sajid Doha, then Sajidul Amin, then Muhammad Zunayat. That's good. You have written very nice. Thank you very much. I am very much pleased for to them who are cooperating. Okay, thank you. I salute you all that you are cooperating. I am very much highly pleased with you. Anyway, What is sigma square? Actual variance. Actual variance equals to what? You know the formula, summation xi square by n minus x bar square. Okay, so what is summation xi square? Summation xi square equals to what? 211.721 by how many subjects? 10 subjects. Can you tell me please what was actual x bar? Extremely sorry. Sorry. Okay, what was actual x bar? Actual x bar, because it is actual, তাই না? So then actual x bar was 4 point what? 4.59. Can you please tell me what was actual x bar? Actual mean was what? 4.59. Now you please calculate. Divided by 10 equal to minus 4.59. 4.59 square is equal to what? 0.104. This is the variance. But actual standard deviation, you write down actual standard deviation equals to sigma. Sigma means what? Square root of the variance. Square root of the variance means what? 0.104 is equal to square root of 0.322. 0.32 approximately. It is our math. But here it was given 0.5, but we have got 0.32. My dear students, thank you very much that you were with me. Best of luck, do the best. Okay, tomorrow I will start probability, so before that you all are required to take the book with you. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. Best of luck, do the best.